Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 52 right here. 21.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the second down throw on target. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
From the 41, Garoppolo, screen play, McKinnon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That's going to be caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. Goff now looking to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Come on, 180, 12. Hey, orbit.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike Fofo.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing on third. Gone. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. Did you trade 6s for 3s? Things are going to work out in your favor.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. This is Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey, Delta.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now Garoppolo. This is caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
No.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Richie James, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd and 9, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
56. Hey, Mike 7.
56.
We're good.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Right.
Now Goff on 1st down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done.
Check 3. 4 now. 56, Mike, 56.
On 1st down, gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
56.
Louis.
56 is the Mike.
Oh, hey, Zoo.
56. Mike 56. Yeah. 56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Super.
Cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
3rd and long. It's gone. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Check 43. Hey, Echo.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll fake the give. Now gone. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Tell you what, not every quarterback is going to stay in the pocket. They sense the pressure coming. He took a hit there, still was able to stay in, make the throw, and complete it for a score.
And a lot of times you see a quarterback take a hit like that, and now all he wants to do is protect the football. Just take the sack and not turn it over. But not in this case. Took the big shot and found his guy downfield.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Mostert, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to wind up in air. They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. But he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Garoppolo now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go.
Here's Gall. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Bravo.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Gall. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Obama.
That's going to be a long day. Whip. Watch the whip. 56, the mic, boy. 56. Check 56.
They are going for it. Gall. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Like 20.
He's tight on the right.
Lock.
Check.
2. 11. Hey, gun. Lock. Hey, team 6.
Garoppolo on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
11.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
He's coming. We got double up. Check your hot read.
I got you. Move. Hey, come on, man.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abuka make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 7-yard.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this
you're going to do that? I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dee Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
You draw quarter. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. It's complete. Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Goff now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Match box, flight. Slam. 21.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll get 34 yards there. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
11, 2.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop.
Here we go.
That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch the end.
21. Block 52.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. After the interception, here's gone. Catch made here by Campbell. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, LA. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Here's Goff to the end zone, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now Garoppolo. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Wells. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Los Angeles. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mostert. Room to run past midfield. For a running back, that's kind of depressing, right? You get all that yardage, but still no 1st down.
Well, it was a mile, maybe a mile and a half to the 1st down mark.
Yeah.
So he did all he could to get there. A little disappointing at the end, but boy, they gave it a great effort, didn't they? Got to give him a little respect for that, don't you?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
11. Hey, box truck. Clock.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 44, Goff. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Goff now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. On first down, Garoppolo. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 4. This crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise.
Hey, alert! 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 Go! Go!
I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you!
11!
Safety's creeping!
To throw is Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Letting one go deep. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Richie James. His 3rd touchdown of the game. His 8th on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
He goes tonight! 180!
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Well, that'll be caught by Kupp. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, gone. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 40.
Hey, live!
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, that sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
To throw is Garoppolo. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the 49ers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for L.A., the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.